unlabeled container with some sort of white liquid? It's salty. Wait. White liquid salty? As long as there was no Rainbow Dash figurine in it. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. We're continuing where we left off. It's part 2, and I don't think I need to explain the game. All I need to say is, goddamn, it's goddamn hot in Canada. It's 94% humidity. It's too hot. It's too hot. I don't have my fan running. I got air conditioning, but even with air conditioning on, it's still humid, and I'm wearing this beanie. I'm overheating, so I mean, God, I hate summer. I hate summer. But anyways, I got my Sanic water, my Sanic water, so we're good. Still doesn't have G Fuel in it though, but it's already dripping. But at least I got some water. Let's get back into it. Luckily for us, the cafe was mostly empty when we arrived, as it was still pretty early in the day. Reza was quick to lead me to a table for 2, prompting the dragons to get one of their own at the other side of the restaurant. Finally, I can't stand that guy being on my tail all the time. I know, you're a bad person. Why are you being so pointlessly naggy about it? They're just like trying to make sure you don't cause shit, or, you know. Oh, geez. Okay, well, they say it's for our own security. It does seem rather strange that they need someone following us ever. No, it's not strange at all. Would we just let aliens wander on our own on our planet? No, that's dumb. Why are the humans stupid in this game? Maybe he just likes you a lot. No. Yes, then. I'm very much aware that is what they're saying. We were approached by an individual who appeared to be the waitress of the cafe. She was an interesting-looking dragon who, unlike the others I had seen so far, was more akin to a wyvern, possessing 2 rather large wings as her forelimbs, which resembled those of an oversized bat. Ah, that was a female character. I've always seen, I've seen the characters here and there around, because, I mean, you see furry stuff all the time here and there in Dragons, and I'll see this character from time to time, just like some of the others. Especially the red one that was the biology dragon, whose name Anna. I've seen Anna around a few times, but didn't know this one was also female and a wyvern. It's hard to tell usually. Oh, it's the humans. It's a dragon. Well, maybe they have a sense of humor. You were able to correctly identify your species based on what we look like. Damn, that's sass. Oh, it's a dragon. That's a good one. Reza, grow up, man. Get a fucking... I hate Reza already. I knew he's going to be a trouble. He's just... who selected this guy to be an ambassador of humanity? He's a stick in the mud. Seriously. That's a good one. Thank you. Someone has a funny bone. Welcome to our establishment. My name's Adine, and I'll be your waitress today. What can I bring you to? Oh. How about some scrambled eggs with bacon? Oh. I want to know. Oh, man. I'll say that. I want to see all the options. What's today's special? Yeah, me too. Just make it quick. No, make it good. Sure thing. Okay, well, I want to know what the specials are. No, okay, fine. Scrambled eggs with bacon. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. And he's also make your own order. What do you mean you just copy me, you loser? I don't like Reza. Scrambled eggs with bacon does sound good, but coffee? Why can't I have scrambled eggs with bacon and coffee? Why can't I have all the above? These options are poor. It makes me a little unhappy. Scrambled eggs with bacon. Sure thing, 2 scrambled eggs with bacon coming up. Nice. As I was saying, if you look at the big picture, don't you think there's just something off about this whole place? No, there isn't. It's just you. You're being paranoid. You're annoying. I don't like you. If this is supposed to be a completely separate place from Earth, or even different dimensions, some things just don't add up. Don't you think so too? Let me just grab my tinfoil hat real quick. That would be my response. 100%. 100%. Like, I don't like that face of yours. I'm going to be seeing it a lot, I'm sure. I've been here much longer than you have been. Maybe you'll see soon enough. I can't really say much more with you-know-who over there. He's probably listening to us right now. He doesn't seem so bad to me. I mean, I want to save it here just in case. Because, I mean, getting a bad ending where I'm just a complete douche, I don't want to do it. Like, my first playthrough is always going to be my genuine responses, like what I would genuinely want to say, unless I pick a choice and it just like goes to a direction I don't want. It's like that Mass Effect meme where you'd pick like a conversation, like you'd play Mass Effect. For those that have played Mass Effect, you'll know exactly the meme I'm talking about. You'll pick a conversation option and you're like, oh hey, I'm gonna ask this person a question, but then Shepard just like asks it in the most passive-aggressive, like Karen-ass tone you'll ever hear, and you're like, what? I didn't want to ask it like that. Like, it feels like that in a way. But yeah, I saved it, right? Yeah, okay, he doesn't seem so bad. When I let my gaze wander, I saw that Maverick was looking in my direction. Our eyes met briefly, his expression not showing any discernible emotion. While I wondered whether it had just been a coincidence or if he really was able to hear us from the distance. Yeah, I'm not going to underestimate dragon hearing. I do have some theories, and if I'm right, we might be in trouble. What kind of trouble? What are you talking about? Why can't you talk about this in private elsewhere? Shh, be quiet. I'll let you know more as soon as I can, but for now, let's just play along. No, I'm not. After all, we already have one of these babies. I don't like this person still. I'm gonna keep saying it, probably. But let's play. I'm not playing along. I'm being myself. I'm not playing along with your schemes. He patted the generator's box for emphasis. God knows we need them. Is this just like about materialism to you? Oh, there she comes. The female returned, astounding me with her ability to balance the dishes on the edges of her wings. She placed her forelimb on the table and proceeded to move the dishes from her wing to us with a gentle push of her snout. Oh, that is cute. There you go, enjoy. What? Scaly face. There's only one right answer here, but I'm saving anyways until I run out of space. Thanks. You're welcome. I was wondering what kind of breakfast could be had in a place like this, but I was pleasantly surprised to find it quite as I was used to. The only real difference was that they apparently didn't use cutlery. I mean, also I'd be wondering what the eggs would be based on. We don't know if they have chickens in their world, so whose eggs or what creature's eggs are we eating? Dragons, I think, did lay eggs, so I mean... When the waitress brought out the meals to the two dragons across the cafe and exchanged food words with them, Reza leaned forward and whispered something to me. I'll send you a letter with a coded message later. You'll know what to do. Why are you being so weird? Reza rose from his seat before he made it known to me that he still had a few things to do and left the restaurant, followed shortly after by the larger of the two dragons. Like, is this guy like a glowing Fed agent or something? I don't know. Just be normal and jeez, laters. I wasn't in a hurry, so I spent a few more minutes in a contemplation while I looked out the window and finished my breakfast. I wish I could see what the scrambled eggs and bacon looked like, because I mean, it is scrambled eggs and bacon is a combination you can't really mess up. It's delicious too. Not that the whole situation was already bizarre enough, there was also now the vague sense of danger conveyed by Reza's earlier words. I did not even have an idea what kind of threat might be lurking out there. If it's like human civilization, I'd assume there'd be their own forms of maybe crime, theft, yada yada, you know, it's just common sense. You don't literally have to be conspiratorial about it, like goddamn. Eventually, I got up ready to be on my way for whatever else the day might bring. Are you done? Sure am. How'd you like it? It was alright. Glad you enjoyed it. Just wait outside and I'll handle the rest. What I'm going to do though, I want to go back to see if really like the specials of the day or the coffee really changes anything. So give me 1 sec. Oh no, I can't go back anymore. Oh, never mind then. I'll just zoom back to where I was. Just wait out. I had to save, so never mind. Yeah, let me just find out what happens afterwards Okay, wait, not this part. So there's slurping sounds. To be honest, I was a little skeptical of the kind of coffee they might come up with in a place like this, but after a mouthful, I had to admit, it wasn't so bad. I've certainly had much worse before. When the waitress brought out the meals to the two dragons, that's it. Apparently, today's special consisted of an odd-looking fish of some sort. I was a little hesitant to try it, but considering the steam coming from it, it was probably better to wait a few minutes anyways. No, I want to know what it is, man. It's a fish, but you better eat it. So wait, I'll send you a letter with a coded message later. You'll know what to do. Reza rose from his seat before he made it known to me that he still had a few things to do, and left the restaurant, followed shortly after by the larger of the two dragons. But you haven't even touched your fish. I wasn't in a hurry, so I spent a few more minutes in contemplation while I looked out the window. Right. A few more minutes in contemplation. I felt like I pronounced it weirdly. Not that this whole situation was already bizarre. Eventually, I took a bite of my somewhat unusual breakfast. While I already thought the smell was quite peculiar, the taste had been even worse. Wait, what? I imagine it might be the kind of delicacy that had an acquired taste, one that I certainly hadn't acquired yet. I decided to get outside before it was too late. One that I certainly hadn't acquired yet. Yet. There's some foreshadowing to that. Sure am. How do you like it? I'll just say it's probably not for me. And you wouldn't be the only one to say that. You better wait outside just in case it decides to come up again. You tried the odd-looking fish. Uh-oh. Order the daily special. That was an actual achievement. But it seems to be not something even they appreciate. Sure thing. I'll stick with it being canon. Like, maybe at the end of the day it'll be like this really heartwarming situation where I'll stay in the dragon world for years, and years later I'll eat the fish again and be like, this tastes like home. And then everyone cries and claps and cheers. And then Obama comes out from behind a curtain and gives me an award and tells me I'm like the best person in the world for apparently... I don't even know where the fuck I'm going with this. Never mind. I don't know where the fuck I was going. Anyways, I stepped outside, taking in the scenery of this strangely familiar world. In the short time I was here, I'd already found the similarities between their world and our own utterly fascinating. After all, we were talking about an unmapped place with never-before-seen form of life. As far as discoveries were concerned, even something as simple as a new unicellular organism or even bacteria would have been remarkable. Yet here I was, standing in the middle of a village evidently built by this race of intelligent talking dragons, with a society not unlike our own. Reza didn't seem to share the same interest, and instead was more smitten with the generator, but given our reasons for coming here in the first place, I couldn't blame him for his enthusiasm being focused on something else. No, I could blame him, and I do. Like, if you're meant to be a representative, you should not be a douche. You should be the best that humanity has to offer. But of course, for plot reasons, he's going to be a flawed human being because reasons. Like, it's like if we ask a hypothetical question of like, hey, if we wanted aliens to meet humans, one, we'd expect them obviously to meet world leaders or presidents and all that, but we'd also especially want the geniuses of the world, like the really, really smart humans who represent the best humanity has to offer. But instead they pick this Reza dude. He's like, oh yeah, I fucking love generators, ha ha ha, capitalism. And don't make this political by me saying that, by the way. But it's just like, it's the truth. I mean, it's like, he's a flawed character probably for plot purposes, but it's like, if we really, really were going to talk to another civilization, we'd send our best and brightest. At least I'd fucking hope so. My thoughts were interrupted as something suddenly zipped past me, just a little too close, causing me to stumble back. It was a rather small dragon with a bag clamped in its maw who apparently had somewhere to be. Just a tiny little, child dragon? Running to school, maybe? I regained my footing and watched as it disappeared into the distance. Even though I'd seen enough dragons to recognize their variations in size, color, and other attributes, I guess this one must have been a juvenile of its species. Shortly afterwards, Sebastian joined me outside, having taken care of the tab. I gave her a generous tip on your behalf. I hope you don't mind. Of course not, as long as I don't have to pay the bill. Actually, wait, what? I gave her I hope you don't mind. Actually, I do. How nice of you. In any case, now that you've given us the PDA and Reza has the generator, you're free for today. So if you want to go anywhere in particular, let me know, or I could show you around town. I was tempted to be given a tour, but considering Reza's words, I wanted to be careful and not stray too far away without knowing more about this world first. I think I'll stay home for today. I still have to get used to everything, you know? I'll just accompany you back then. Okay. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't seem weird that you have guards guarding an alien as they literally roam around your town. There we are. They already gave us reasons why, so it's whatever. We'll deal with it. Home, sweet home. For now, at least. Well, if you need anything, I'll be outside until my shift ends. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. See you tomorrow. See ya. I hadn't really looked at the apartment much, so I spent the rest of the day investigating it and relaxing. I considered checking out some of the phone numbers Remy had left me, but I thought it was better to keep a low profile for now. I found the kitchen fully stocked with plenty of groceries, though the variety was wasted on me. I hadn't been a particularly great cook in the first place, but what was more, I didn't even recognize some of the things I found here. Whether they were edibles... Wait, whether they were edibles? That's... Whether they were edible, I mean, edibles is more drug-related, but we'll just... I know what they mean. Whether they were edible... edibles. How that's worded weird. Whether they were edibles that we had back home that I just didn't know about, or something completely alien, I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to take the risk of eating anything I didn't... Well, I mean, that's smart. Who knows if it's poisonous? After all, it was possible that some of the... Comestibles? Comestibles? That's a weird word. Like, anything that you can could digest might be fine for them to eat, but still be poisonous to us. Yes. I mean, the air could even be poisonous to us, or the diseases, bacteria that is new to us. We could even just die by the bacteria in the air. I was also glad to find a shelf that was filled to the brim with a variety of books. Well, I found the subject matter of man, myth or reality, to be quite intriguing. I had to give up after just a few pages due to its exceptionally dry writing style, which I wasn't inclined to enjoy at the moment. I mean, then we'd be able to learn why they perceive us the way they do. It's necessary. I would force myself to read it. In the end, I settled for an adventure novel about a dragon archaeologist who stumbles upon the remains of a long-lost human civilization, after which she is hunted by an evil organization who wants to use the found magical artifacts for its own nefarious purposes. While entertaining, I had to admit that it reminded me a little too much of the trashy novels we had at home. I certainly found it amusing that certain tropes were not really unique to us as a species, though I wondered whether this kind of literature had fallen into disfavor here as it had back where I had come from. I was reading a particularly exciting scene in which the hero, Sheridan, uses one of the magical artifacts shaped like a pair of human hands holding a scepter with a globe at the top to prevent herself from being crushed and ground into a bloody pulp by an ancient human temple's moving walls. Like, it made me already think of like Indiana Jones or something, but when I suddenly heard the doorbell ring. Bing bong. I don't know if I trust your smile, but... that was quite the character change. Like, I don't know, this... I don't think that face is suspicious, to say the very least. But then as soon as they become, like, the different, more normal models, it's just like... It almost looks like a complete, like, facial character change. Like, kind of goofy. Hello there, would you please sign here? I'm not signing away my rights with this, am I? I've got a letter for you that requires signature confirmation. I see. Looking over the clipboard the small dragon was holding up to me, I saw the sender of the letter in question was Reza. There you go. I'm Lauren, by the way. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? What is this about? I'm just making small talk. Wait a minute, I recognize you. You try to do the same thing with Reza. Maybe I should report you to your superiors for inappropriate behavior towards your clients. but it's important. Please just let me talk to Neco for a few minutes. You know how it is. If you want an interview with one of the humans, you'll have to get permission from the proper authorities. Help me out here, Neco. As an ambassador, you care about the accurate portrayal of humans in the media, don't you? Then you should talk to me, otherwise someone else will fill in the blanks, and who knows what they will come up with. That sounds like you're like trying to extort, or you're trying to... I don't trust how they're wording things. Almost sounds like a mild threat. The small dragon opened his bag, rummaging through a number of letters and small packages. I think I lost it. Anyway, I wanted to show you some pictures of what people think humans look like. On some of them, they have 4 heads and look nothing like you. It's crazy. What are you, Laura, a reporter? No, I'm just... Do you want me to remove him, Neco? Is what are you saying true? I guess... I see, that sounds pretty interesting, though. Alright, you can leave your number here, and maybe I'll call you later, but that's all I can promise. Thank you so much. He quickly produced a small sheet of paper and scribbled his number on it. Afterwards, he sheepishly presented it with both hands. I don't know, I don't trust him, but maybe it's just social awkwardness in the dragon. I don't know. It's like, in terms of trust meter, I trust all the dragons, just not Reza, and not this one, the blue one. Maybe it's just like maybe I'm just getting weird vibes. It's just weird vibes, and let's just go with that. You got what you wanted. Off you go now. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I guess that should be all. I'll see you tomorrow then. Right. With all the commotion, I almost forgot that I was also still holding Reza's letter. Within the plain envelope was a similarly plain sheet of paper with his handwriting. When I started reading, however, I saw that his wording was so full of the pleasantries I knew he hated that I assumed every word of it was faked as to conceal its true intent. He did mention I'd know what to do, but I was unsure of how I was supposed to decode the letter's secret message. These capitalizations? I don't remember ever having a conversation about this topic with him, yet he still relied on me to remember whatever it was that I was missing, or he thought I would just be able to figure it out on my own. This is what it said. Hello, my dear friend. I hope this letter reached you swiftly and in good condition. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch up earlier, so I wanted to write you this letter. How have you been these last few years? What have you been doing? How's the family? I feel like there is so much we should talk about since we have not seen each other recently. Ugh. At least it's too much pleasantries. It's suspicious. At least we have a chance to do so in this form. Quite an exciting venture we're on now, right? How have you liked it so far? Made any dragon friends yet? Haha. Anyways, I'll be looking forward to your reply soon. Best regards. Okay, so is it the first letter of every... the first letter of every sentence? Maybe? It says hi and then, so I don't think it is. Various things came to mind. When reading certain words or letters was one that I thought of immediately, but I couldn't make out anything after trying to find a system within its array of letters and lines. Maybe I had to look more carefully. Let me read it then. I want to see if I can figure it out. If I can, then. Oh, capitalizations mean nothing. So, I have no idea then. Oh well. I'll definitely have to, yeah, maybe I had to look more carefully. Curious. I think I know its meaning. Read between the lines? Lines, of course. Maybe I was supposed to read between them. I didn't have an implement on me with which I would have been able to read fine print, though. With this handwritten letter, I doubted Reza could have done anything of the sort. Look elsewhere. Or maybe he referred to the fact that we were both given an apartment, considering the things they provided for us. Maybe I just had to find the right object to decode the message. There are many everyday items here, though, and of course, I still had no idea what in particular I was looking for. I'd say the bathroom. No razors. There are some pain medications, though. Wait. I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but here we go. Wait, just... Wait. Again? Huh? I'm just gonna OD myself? I'm feeling strange. Why is this an option? I suppose one more can't hurt. Can't hurt because they're pain meds, hee hee. I'm just like... Well, now I'm curious what'll happen. I thought he meant take some as in take the pill bottle, not literally take the pills. How long was I gone, and why did I think eating a whole bottle of pain medication would somehow help with my search? You took some beta medication. This was not a good idea. Take a dragon dose of medication. Like, does that do anything? Does that affect the story in any way, or is that just a goofy moment? It's like later, 70% way through, like 70% through the game, I'll just suddenly get brain damage, and my character will be like, become a vegetable, and just die, probably because of this choice. No shampoo to be found anywhere, of course, and no hint either. Just some body wash. I mean, they don't have hair, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. Let's check the kitchen. Look in the fridge, I'm curious. Plenty of stuff in here. Oh, look at the meat. It's just a slab of meat, nothing special about it. Look at the milk. Pasteurized, at least they've got that down. Where's the milk from? Do they have cows? Or is something else being milked? Crack open an egg and look inside. Unlabeled container? With some sort of white liquid? It's salty. Wait. White liquid salty? As long as there was no Rainbow Dash figurine in it. Crack open an egg. Just a regular... Okay, let's try to do it like maybe 12 times. Do we have like a dozen eggs? One of them has to be special. Those were all of them. Guess I just wasted a perfectly good batch of eggs. I don't want to do any of this just in case they like the dragons come in. They're like, human, why are the pills gone? Why are there broken eggs everywhere? Human, what have you been doing? I don't want to do any of that. But no, let me just redo all of this without, you know, overdosing and wasting all the eggs. But it's good that I got the achievements, so. That's one thing I don't get. Like, what bugs me about the game too. Like, it says examine the unlabeled container. As soon as I hit examine, he drinks it without even asking me. It says examine. What does examine have anything to do with drinking it? This game has little issues. If it says examine and drink the unknown liquid, then yeah, but what if examine has anything to do with drinking or eating, consuming? It's no, I don't. In my canon first playthrough, I am not. Is it stuck on there? No, it genuinely is stuck there. It's forcing me to. It's bugged now or something. No. Oh my god. Okay. It's like the game's kind of bugged now. Let's hope loading fixes it. Yeah, the mouse cursor just wasn't working for some reason. 1 second. Look in the pantry. Some fruits and veggies here. Oh, what should I look at? Yeah, look at. Don't. I mean, you can eat them since they at least are normal, but if I put it on the floor and step on it, what will happen? I'd be going on a date. But no, there's no hint here. What do I know about figs? Quite a bit, actually. Figs are ripe with history and still enjoy some cultural significance, especially in the religious circles. For example, they are leaves with which Adam and Eve covered themselves up with. In the Bible's book of Genesis, it also happens to be the kind of tree Buddha achieved enlightenment under. Not only that, but it's also mentioned in Greek mythology. Isn't it fascinating? But wait, there's more! Oh my god. The influence of figs also extends towards words, phrases, and sayings we still use today. Take the word sycophant, for example, which comes from the Greek expression meaning someone who shows the fig, which is a vulgar gesture at the time, or I don't give a fig, which of course is a figure of speech. It might as well be said that the influence of figs is as far reaching as its fruit is succulent. I'm not gonna go with the word puns. Ugh, please, no more. I'm afraid nothing of this actually helps Reza's letter, though. Pair. There are 2 of them. What a nice pair. Ugh. So Daddy... What? Daddy Grape finds his kid crying and asks, "What's wrong, kid?" But through all the tears, the kid couldn't get a single word out. Eventually, Daddy had enough, so he said, "Stop what..." No, I won't say it. It wasn't a good joke anyway. You learned a lot about fruits. Lemons. Lemons, lemons! Of course, why didn't I realize it sooner? Lemon juice is the simplest way to write a hidden message. Okay, well... We're gonna have to go far back then. Damn. I don't want to find the answer if I want to continue exploring, because I haven't done the bookshelf, though. So we'll do the bookshelf. The bookshelf was stocked with quite a variety of books on different topics. Individual books. Maybe it has something to do with books. The shelf is full of them, but I suppose the hint could be hidden inside one of them. Oh, jeez. Draconic desire. Born to serve. Oh god. The sensation that swept the nation. The novel of a generation. Is this genuinely long? Like, is it? Okay, thank god. Okay, then I'll read it. I was so young and naive back then, barely having reached the age at which the arduous process of finding a mate, settling down and starting a family became unexpected. Yet none of my peers interested myself. They were childish and crude and uncultured. I was lost in a sea of uncertainty, drifting, hoping to be found by the one day. And then I did. How fast time flies when you're happy. I can't believe this was just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I found the one, my truest soulmate there ever could be. Like a wrecking ball, he came out of nothing, breaking all the barriers and entered my life. 2 weeks ago I was nothing. Today I am the happiest dragon alive. Who knew that out of all the people alive it only took the right one to write life itself? Who knew that to meet the perfect one, the only thing you needed was... I don't think there's anything in here. And who let this mess ever get to print? Assault of the humanoids from outer space. What? The cat? Arc 1. It was a dark and stormy night. Relentless pouring was the rain outside, periodically interrupted by the loud echo of thunder again and again. So quick had its roaring staccato, if I'm pronouncing it right, become that it almost seemed like someone was pounding against the door. No, someone was really pounding on the door right now. The door swiftly opened, and for a moment which the house's owner had awaited decades... Wait, what? Wait, the reading seems a little weird. Wait, the door swiftly opened, and the moment for which the house's owner had waited decades finally was here. Not on the field of battle do you meet me, human scum, but in the comforts of my own home do you seek to assassinate me? Feel my wrath, may it lead you to a slow and painful death, he screamed at the top of his lungs. Your resistance will only temper my blade. Inferior creature, taste my blade and die from it. The reply, Riley, came from the human invader standing within the doorframe. Hero quickly stabbed him with his Magipen, a lethal hit which caused the human invader to slump on the ground instantly, his last words being, "Damn you, Hero, this is not over yet," while he melded into a red blotch, blotching up Hero's carpet. No, not the carpet. Hero looked up into the sky and realized all the thunder and rain had really been the UFOs of the invaders, numerous enough as to rival the raindrops falling from the sky. This was the moment when he knew it was too late. This meant war. Really, an invasion by human aliens? Is that what they think we're like? See, I think if we're reading the books, it could be important for the story because then we have more context, certain situations, depending on how in depth this visual novel is. Alright, I guess we can keep going. I've already been talking for 40 minutes, but I'll finish up with the book and the lemons. Born to Serve, an autobiography by Avdon VII, a council member of some renown. Chapter 1, Rise from the Ashes. From the day I was born, I knew I was destined for greatness. As a member of the Avdonian household, nothing less was expected from me. My father, Avdon VI, was made sure of that. My mother, however, was a worm. Literally a worm. Not literally, mind you. She was not some sort of annelid, squirming beneath the earth and living in filth. No, she was what I would describe as the lowest form of life. Not concerning herself with matters of any importance, she instead sought to base her existence on superficialities. Not that it mattered much, as I grew to hate them both equally. For those who may want to critique me now for saying this, I have no doubt of my father's political achievements, yet only those who had to live with him know that these successes came at the price of his very soul, an empty shell of a dragon driven by nothing but his performance as a politician and not as a father. Damn. As a politician, huh? Or a politician, huh? I wonder what their actual government is like. That's a good question, maybe. Is it a democracy? The Ixomen sphere and how to use it. As a manual meant for the general populace, this booklet intends to bring you, the valued reader, close to the uses and joys in Ixomen, enjoys an Ixomen sphere might bring. I have taken utmost care to use simple language and instructions to remove the well-known barrier between individuals and knowledge of proper use of the most wondrous device. For interested parties, a chapter about the Ixomen sphere's history and ideas for advanced applications can be found later in the book. Quick Start Guide. Step 1. Place your Ixomen sphere on a flat, stable surface. Make sure that the surface is indeed stable and flat. Expert tip: use a spirit level in order to determine if a surface is absolutely horizontal in order to prevent the Ixomen, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, by the way, from rolling off the table unintendedly. Plug your sphere into any fitting household outlet. Warning: make sure the sphere's power is switched off prior to plugging it in. Step 3, locate the power switch of the sphere. This step may introduce some difficulties as many different models of the spheres exist, with varying methods of turning them on and off. When in doubt, please contact your sphere's manufacturer to help with this step. Jeez, it's just turn it off, plug it in, turn it on. Really? That's it? Anyways, now I know how to work a sphere, whatever it is. Last one. Price and Prayer. A politigraphical novel. Preface: in the year of 1422, since our ascent to sentience, a most extraordinary chain of events led to the most extraordinary of circumstances in our politics and society. These events have since been buried in history until I stumbled upon the records of these tumultuous. I'm presuming that's how I pronounce it. I've taken it upon myself to dramatize the events in a manner that is both accurate to history as well as entertaining to any reader who might have an interest in such stories. This is not just for my own personal gain, as I hope to make this story available to a larger audience than just a few who have permission to visit the archives. I believe the wisdom to be gained from the ensuing tale to be more relevant to us now than ever. You read a bunch of books. Wow. Wait. Look behind the books? Maybe Reza left me a message here at some point. He could have known that I was going to live here, so I suppose it is possible that he helped me with the preparations and hid something for me to find. No, even after removing every single book from the shelf, there is still no indicator of anything that would help me decode the secret message. But even if Reza did leave a hint, this could have been anywhere in the apartment and not just on the bookshelf. Anyways, back to the lemon then. Okay, lemons. Lemon juice is the simplest way to write a hidden message. Using household items, we learned about that in chemistry. In the most boring detail, of course, a message written in lemon juice on paper becomes just about invisible to the naked eye when dried, but after heating it gently, oxidization occurs, making the message visible. I was sitting next to him in class when we learned that. He made a joke about using this method to cheat on the next test, and I replied by saying he'd have to bring an iron. Had he really expected me to remember a random chemistry class that happened years ago? I mean, it's a good thing I don't feel bad now for not being able to detect whatever the secret message is, since it's lemon. Meet me at the portal tonight, 10 p.m. was all the message said. I wasted a good amount of time, but I still had some left before I'd have to go to meet Reza, so I decided to make some lunch. Alright, with that said and done though, we're gonna have to leave it here. There's a lot of reading, because I've been reading for 46 minutes, but that's not including skips that I'll have. As infrequent as they are in visual novels, there'll be some moments where I have to check a few things, but with that said and done, I hope you've been enjoying and look forward to I guess, like, we're not even reaching the climax or any form of peak of the game yet, for sure. We're still in the introductory phase, and I have no idea how long the game is, but hopefully people are looking forward to the next part. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button, become a full subscriber, hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, until the next time.